Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you may be. I am your humble host, Mr. David Null, and I wish to welcome you and I greet you with the love and the honor and the blessings of the infinite creator that you deserve. And thank you for stopping by, and blessings to each and every one of you, your friends, your family, and your relations. My little subject for today is the March equinox, portals, and cosmic energy, and then deadline. Now, the reason I'm speaking about this because as a watchman of things on the internet and in the world news and so forth, for the last 10 years, almost at least, every March, every September, every time there's a major celestial event, there's always a deadline. Now, I know that I want to speak about the fact that these are energy points in time and space. I absolutely and firmly believe that. Otherwise, why would people, um, for thousands of years, find these particular times of year to be highly energetic? Why they would have, say the pagans would do a ritual or whatever it is, Um, so for thousands of years, we have been looking at specific times of year, and they're always energetically because it's how things line up in the universe. But where the planets are at the same time that the equinox or the summer or winter solstice, which is the longest and the shortest day of the year, um, here on planet Earth at least, these are always energetic points in the universe. They always have been. They always will be. And I'm questioning some folks, and I just want to toss this out to you. I'm not picking on anybody, but every time, every March, every spring, every fall, but there's some kind of deadline, and it gives a lot of people a false impression. And that's what I'm more interested in. It's like, look, let's all look at the equinoxes. Yes, they're energetic. Yes, there's cosmic energy. Yes, there are portals that can and possibly do open. Yes, if we use the energies correctly, we can achieve great things on this planet. But what is a deadline? What's the deadline to? Well, this is 2019 and certain things are going to happen, and well, it's another deadline. Every year is a deadline because anything that gets, I don't know, caught up or sponged up in the last 6, 8 months since the last time we had an equinox, we can dump this energy and collect some more good energy. So it's like I think about this, and why are people trying to put deadlines on things? Because, at least in my opinion, I hope to God that Creator, that after the spring equinox this spring, 2019, that there's going to be another day. That we're going to have the summer solstice, that we're going to have the fall equinox, that it's going to continue. So deadline, when people start using words like deadline, it seems to me that these people are like, well, it's either now or never. But that's not really true, because now or never has been going on for thousands of years. What we need to do is understand that every time these alignments come about, we have energy spikes. We have the opportunity to use the cosmic energy to our best possible way to be able to cure, heal, awaken, provide knowledge, whatever is needed. Now, the other side of the coin is there's some nasty folks out there who try to use these times against us, mere little peons down here who don't know any better. Now, my issue with some of this is that it's a deadline again. Everything's a deadline. Oh my God, it's another deadline. Here we go again. Planet X is back in the news. Oh, it's proven this time. Oh, we're sure it's right this time. Oh, here we go again. And now everything's a deadline. Oh, the equinox is coming. It's a deadline. The equinox is always special, not a deadline. It may be a deadline to try to get things accomplished, or if you want to do a ceremony or I don't know, a drum or something before the equinox. We have a deadline in that it's coming. But is it a deadline that, well, if we don't get these certain things achieved now, we're all done for? That's what deadline means to me in the way some folks are using it. And it's like, hang on now, let's make this perfectly clear. Unless the planet just disappears in the next 2 weeks, um, we need to understand that, hello, there's hopefully we're going to keep having spring equinoxes, summer solstice, winter, um, this is just going to continue. So um, for general purposes, to think that, oh my God, here we go, here's another deadline. Oh, the planet's going to crush or crumble if we don't get it right this time. I do agree that there are cosmic alignments and that we need to do the best we possibly can. But to say that our chances forever are like over with, I'm sorry, I don't subscribe to that kind of thought, because we will continue after this deadline and the next time somebody quote sets a deadline. Now, but what we also I'm going to make myself absolutely clear, they are important dates. The idea of the deadline is what I'm having a little bit of fishiness with. Why are you using deadlines again? Why is everything a deadline? Dead, end, line, timeline, deadline. You know what I mean? It conjures up, if you will, the end of something, and that, well, that's it. If we miss this deadline, we're all dead, dying, or whatever's going to happen. And I just don't believe that. It may be a deadline in that this equinox is a prime time to use the energies that are already here for our best benefit. In that respect, we have a deadline, because once the equinox is passed, day or so after, we pretty much leave that energetic um, avenue, if you will. So I'm not trying to poo poo folks. I just want to make sure that folks who read some of these headlines, especially when I'm reading all over the place, people are using the word deadline as in that's it. We have no other choice. And I say that we do have other choices. Now, during this time with these cosmic energies, let's make sure that we continue to keep our core alignments aligned, that we take these times to not allow the negative energies to sway us left or right, that we stay on whatever small path we're on. Let's stay on it and keep an eye. I'm always saying, keep an eye on the chaos, but stay out of it. My angel messages they keep coming in really strong. Stay out of the chaos as much as you can, and keep your own core spirit as straight and true as possible. Keep your vibrations up. It's going to be strange. If you can, try to use some of these energies coming in for your own benefit. And for me, I would like to use them to my benefit would be so that I can share it with other beings. So in that respect, I'm going to see about doing a drum or something, drum circle here, at least for myself as a ceremony, but for everyone, it will be an earth-wide ceremony for me in my place here, but to tie in with all other peoples who would have similar types of ceremonies or drums or whatever to help with these energies. So I'm all for it. But the idea of a deadline, again, I just want to put this little point out there that folks use some of these words as like, well, we'll never ever get another chance. And I'm saying, let's use these every chance we get. And rather than, well, this is it, here's another deadline. Some of these terminologies drive me nuts sometimes, quite frankly. But yes, the deadline it's coming up in about 2 weeks. And that if you wish to get yourself together for a meditation or energies, if you want to do a a circle, a sacred circle. If you want to do any special prayers, or if you just want to light a candle and shut the lights off, it doesn't matter. But if you want to partake of this time of year, there is a deadline. That's true. But is it a deadline that when we don't get another chance and that all hope is gone? No, that's not it. So that's the reason my primary reason for using um, for doing this video is that yes, the deadline is because there's about a 3-day window. Look, try to catch it if you can, but it ain't the end of all things again. Because when you read through some of these titles and headlines and things, you go, oh my God, here's another deadline. We're all going to die again. You know, just looking at the word hits me in the wrong way and makes me just scratch my head and go, is that the only word y'all can use? Do you know what a synonym is? But anyway, I digress. But I'm not picking on anybody. I just want to make sure it's clarified. Use these energies. They're every spring, here they go. Every fall, here they are. Every summer, here they are. You know, I mean, the earth is, you know, unless it just stops dead in its tracks and we all go flying off into space, this is going to continue to happen. How it happens, how high the energies are, where the sun and the moon and everything and all the planets are, it's always different. There are lots of similarities that take sometimes 10, 20, 50, 100 years for all the planets to line back up. And, but at the same point, understand that use them to your advantage. If it's the equinox coming up, use that deadline as well before, you know, before the 19th. I intend to have I'm going to have my own personal meditation, or maybe I'm going to join in when some other people are going to meditate, and I'm going to go online and I'm going to share my experience with everyone else. Fine. Understand that the planet's still going to be here on the next day. And if it ain't, I'll see you on the other side. But as far as cosmic energies and so forth, a lot of people are having difficulty today. I did a video earlier today talking about how, you know, I had to ask for extra help just to get up today. And I could have took the day off and said, screw it. But no, it's days like today that I felt like I needed to actually put forth more of an effort, because it seemed like I was swimming upstream in goo as far as the energy today. And some other folks have made conversation about it. So understand that we can make it what we want to. 4 hours ago, I was a vegetable. Now I'm less of a vegetable, and I'm trying to do these videos, but I'm trying to do them with encouragement. Encourage your own self. Use these energies. Stay in the positive. And when you read it, somebody uses in their phraseology deadline, understand that we're always on a deadline. The planet's always changing. We're always rotating. Time's always changing. So what we need to do is just understand this is part of nature. And so when we come up to the full moon, well, we can see the moon growing. You want to do a full moon ceremony? Well, then you have a deadline, because when the full moon comes, it's going to start waning instead of being waxing. So with that said, you got a 2 or 3 day window. You have a deadline there. But the moon's going to be full next month. So it's not like you've lost everything. So it's sort of a pet peeve for me today, I guess, with folks reusing the same terminology every 3, 6, 9 months. Here we go back again with the same kind of verbiage. And in my opinion, look for yourself, but in my opinion, it is helping to create chaos versus trying to help people stay out of the chaos, you know, by using certain words that are trigger words. Deadline, you know, ending, oh my God, hurry up. You know, it inspires so much just by that one word, when maybe someone should just take a couple of minutes and just rethink, instead of using that word. What does that mean? Oh, well, Hawkeye, you're nitpicking here. Am I? If everybody uses the word hate all the time, therefore we have hate everywhere. If everybody's talking about deadlines and dead this and dead that and blah blah blah, and we're running out of time, and that keeps the chaos in a hyper mode. And why should we have why the chaos is bad enough? Why should we put it in hyper mode? And it seems to me that some of these folks, and I'm not saying they're doing it on purpose. And quite actually, I think some of them, some folks are caught up with in that they don't know what they do. They don't understand the magnitude of what words can do in the grand scheme of this digital matrix. So when you put things in there, it deadline, the paper's going to go out and there's a deadline. Is it really that serious? I mean, if you miss this particular day, time, and event, will 6 hours later still get you in the window? Or how bad is you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm repeating myself in this. I'm sorry. My apologies. But in this, though, let's use these portals that can open during these energy times. And the portals can be as big as they can be this small. You can open up a portal of energy depending on where you are. If you know of a place that's near you or far away, it doesn't matter, and you can get there, that if you have visited there, it feels like a high energy place, then go, if you can get the chance, and in this window of opportunity for the equinox, please do so, because it will heighten your experience, and quite possibly you could help bring energy to that particular area or to that place on the planet itself. So we can work in mysterious ways and all positive ways. So I just wanted to put this little tidbit in your brains that understand that deadlines don't mean we're never going to ever get another chance. That's it. Even newspapers, they may have a deadline to get a certain story out. Well, they print it. They have to. Otherwise, the papers won't get to where they need to go and the distribution. But does that mean that the story's dead? No, they put it out in the next edition. Does that mean that the world comes to an end because the newspaper has to print at a certain point, and they have to do it in order to do all the finagling of getting the papers out? Okay. Doesn't mean the story's dead. That's all. Doesn't mean that the planet's dead. Doesn't mean that everything comes to a grinding halt. So understand that. But at the same point, if you feel in your heart that this is an energetic time, then by all means, participate. Participate in any way that you possibly can. If it's just a positive thought during that day, and I'm not quite sure. I want to say it's the 17th. I may be wrong. So, but look up on the calendar and find the first day of spring, I guess it is, in the equinox. But understand that also we use these energies from the cosmos all the time. Certain days are more spiffier than others, if you will. You can receive increased energy if you meditate on certain days, especially if you do a drumming or something. And it is most definitely with your mental and spiritual intent you wish to participate. So I invite you all, participate for the equinox. Understand there's going to be another one and another one and another one, unless the whole universe just comes to a halt. And I seriously doubt that. But so understand in your heart, though, that yes, there are good energies. Yes, there are portals that open. Yes, there is cosmic energy that comes through at these times that may not show up at other times. Yes, to all of the above. Take advantage of it if you can. But remember, the idea of this being like the deadline, understand we're not going to be dead over this. And if we miss a day or you can't participate, we're not all going to fly off this planet and die. So with that, that's the topic for this discussion. Probably going to be one of my shortest videos, but I just wanted to put a little bit of rant out there to keep you out of the chaos. Stick with who you are, stick with your spiritual self, ask for, extra energy. Just be aware of the cosmos and of these energetic times. So with that, I say peace to you, my brothers and sisters. A cosmic hug from down here in South Georgia. I close with a prayer. I continue to pray that each and every one of you will continue to accept and receive the gifts, the healing, the knowledge, and the wisdom of the universe. I continue to pray that you, your friends, will accept and receive these gifts from the universe. The Creator is always there. Our angels and higher selves are always there. All we need to do is stay connected with them, stay out of the chaos. I continue to pray that each and every one of you will continue with your downloads of information, the receiving of the goodwill from the universe, and that you will continue to accept and receive all the blessings from the universe. Continue to spread the goodwill, continue to spread the good energy, continue to show other people that this is possible. It isn't about religion, but it is everything to do with spirituality. Keep your spirits as clean as possible. Understand that a drink of wine don't make you a sinner, or smoking a joint don't make you a sinner. But having impure thoughts or something can damn sure lower your vibrations. So be careful with what you think, and especially what you say. If you continue to use the word hate in your description of things, then you may be contributing to the chaos. Using words that are trigger words to other people like me about deadline, 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 deadline. Oh, here we go again. Let's all stay together on the fact that the idea of the equinox energy is absolutely real. So just want to clarify that up a little bit. Got a itchy on my lippy out. So blessings to you, blessings, continued safety to each and every one of you. And I hope you make it through these chaotic times, because today's been a weird one, I'll tell you. Many folks are saying the same darn thing. Today's a weird day. So happy Weird Monday to all of you. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Cosmic hugs from Southwest Georgia, from me to you and to all of you and yours. So until next time, be safe, be kind, be compassionate, and above all, continue to do the best that you can. Thank you all. And for this video, adios. Thank you.